Hey guys, welcome back at Tech UX, where we like to focus on the user experience over the specs. It's Mo again with another video, and as the title and thumbnail imply, today's video is going to be why you should not buy the iPhone 12 Pro. So let's go ahead and get right into it. So just to start things off, the iPhone 12 Pro is a very good device. It's a very solidly built device, has great cameras, has great battery life, has a great display, it's really compact, it's not too big, it's not too small, it hits like that really nice sweet spot. But the reason you shouldn't buy the iPhone 12 Pro is because of the existence of the iPhone 12, the regular model. So the iPhone 12 pretty much has almost neck for neck the same exact specifications and offers the same exact user experience as the iPhone 12, with a few things missing here and there. And those things that are missing, I believe most people will not even notice or will not even care that they're missing. So let's go ahead and break those down. But let's first start off with the similarities. So the similarities between the two start off with the display. The display is the same exact display on both, as different from previous years. Previous years, if you have, let's say, the iPhone 11 and the 11 Pro, the 11 normally would have an LCD display, while the Pro had an OLED display. The Pro will be a little bit brighter. So, but this year, what they did was they made the same exact display. Both of them have Apple's Pro Display XDR on them. So both of them have the same exact OLED quality in the display, same exact brightness. So there's no difference there. The next thing is their battery sizes. So normally the normal 11 would have slightly better battery just because of the lower power display, but this year, since they both have the same exact display and the same exact physical battery inside, they're both going to be performing relatively the same, which Apple tells to be around 17 hours of playback time. And the next thing they have in common is their accessory support. So normally the iPhone 12 Pro is a tad bit smaller, or the iPhone Pro version is normally smaller than the regular version by maybe like an inch or two, and then maybe there might be a slight difference in the design, physical design of it. But this year they both went with the squared off physical design and are the same exact size as I mentioned earlier. Actually, the iPhone 12 is a little bit lighter than the iPhone 12 Pro, but for accessories wise, they both should and would support most accessories that are made for the Pro or the iPhone 12. So you can interchange accessories between them. They actually even fit the same cases. And the next thing they have in common is their speaker quality. So normally the iPhone 12 Pro speakers, so the Pro version would sound a little bit better, but this year, again, they sound exactly the same. They're the exact same speakers inside of them, so there's no difference between them whatsoever when it comes to speaker quality. Also, they both, as all the iPhones normally do when they come out together, have the same exact processor. So there's no processing difference between them, and they both offer the same exact software experience. So there's no difference in that regard. So now let's go ahead and speak about some of the differences that they are there, and then we'll talk about the price and see why the iPhone 12 is the much better buy. So the differences first start off with the RAM. So there's only a 2 GB difference of RAM between them. You have the iPhone 12, which has 4 GB of RAM, and then the iPhone 12 Pro, which has 6 GB of RAM. But using them on a day-to-day basis, to be honest, you really will not notice the difference in RAM. It's not like one of the devices is going to keep applications open for longer, or it's going to be able to run a little bit smoother because of those 2 GB of RAM difference. So again, the RAM difference is almost insignificant at this point. Another difference is the iPhone 12 Pro has a LiDAR scanner, which is pretty much a depth mapping sensor to give you better understanding, well, to give the phone better understanding of its environment. So when taking photos or when scanning any sort of room, or AR and augmented reality sort of environments. Again, the LiDAR scanner can be significant depending on who you are and what you do, but for the vast majority of people, I would even go as high to say 99% of people, the LiDAR scanner will not make a difference. Even when it comes to taking portrait shot photos, yes, the iPhone 12 Pro may edge it out a little bit in certain scenarios, but for the most part, it's almost damn near impossible to tell the differences between them because of the LiDAR scanner. And another difference is, this may be significant to you or not depending on what you're used to, is that the iPhone 12 Pro's chassis is made out of stainless steel, and then the iPhone 12, the regular one, has an aluminum chassis around it and also has a glossy back, while the iPhone 12 Pro has a matte finish back to it, which I admit does feel a little bit better in the hand. But since a majority of people, I believe they say around 70 to 90% of people actually wear cases on their phones, so that doesn't really make a significant difference. And also, the iPhone 12 is not like it has a bad feeling in the hand or it feels cheap or whatever. It's still very solidly built. Most Android phones that I know even on the higher ends like the Samsung S21 Ultras and stuff, all still use aluminum bodies. So you're still gonna have a solid feeling device. And another difference in the camera department is with the iPhone 12 Pro, you do get that telephoto camera, so that gives you up to a 4x optical zoom, while on the regular 12 you don't get that third telephoto camera, so you're just stuck with the wide angle camera and then the ultra wide angle camera. But those two cameras are the same exact cameras that you find on the iPhone 12 Pro. And also you get a 2x optical zoom instead of that 4x optical zoom. But iPhone's telephoto cameras, to be honest, are not that great anyway, especially once you try to go beyond that limit that they have set on them. So again, it's not that significant. I feel like you can do without it. It's good to have, but it's not significant to the point where it's going to make a major difference in how the phone performs or how useful the device camera is. Again, when it comes to the telephoto camera, walk a little bit closer to your subject. You can take a little step further back. And also depends on how often you're using your cameras anyway. But again, I feel like it's not too big a deal. It might be for some people, so there might be a reason for you to opt for the regular iPhone 12 Pro if the telephoto camera is super important to you. But really, the wide angle and the ultra wide angle cameras have proven to be the more important cameras when it comes to the overall camera setup. And this one is also something that may be significant to you or not depending on your situation, but the iPhone 12 starts off with 64 gigabytes while the iPhone 12 Pro models start off at 128 gigabytes once you buy the device. So both devices initial storage, again, 64 and 128 gigabytes, but you can upgrade the storage on either one, paying about $100 to $50 more depending on your configuration you're going for. All right, and now with that being said, the iPhone 12 starts at $799 with carrier deals. Without carrier deals, straight out the store is actually $829, while the iPhone 12 Pro starts off at $999. So that's quite a significant difference in price between them. And again, for 99.9% of the features that are missing from the 12, most people will not notice are missing anyway. Again, that LiDAR scanner, that telephoto camera, stainless steel, matte black finish, and then the initial storage 128. And also, if you boost the iPhone 12 to 128 gigabytes, it's $879. So you only pay $50 more, which is still significantly cheaper than the $999 that you would pay for with the iPhone 12 Pro. So as you can see, the differences between them are not significant enough to warrant that extra price hike that you have to pay in order to get the iPhone 12 Pro. But if you pay for the iPhone 12 Pro, the only boost that you're getting is that extra telephoto camera. You're getting stainless steel, which is more durable, but they both are IP68 water resistant, so they both can go up into 6 meters of water for 30 minutes. So they're the same durability. They both have ceramic shield on them, so which is Apple's coating and the front display. So durability wise, they are almost identical, unless it's going to be around the edges where stainless steel may be more durable than aluminum, but also stainless steel stains a lot more easily, no pun intended. That it holds more fingerprints, it gets stickier and things like that. But with the aluminum chassis, you don't have to worry about fingerprints. They're almost non-existent, to be honest. And also another difference which actually falls in favor of the iPhone 12 is the color. So with the iPhone 12, you get multiple colors from white, red, black, you get that blue, you get that mint green, and yeah, I believe those are all the colors that you get, but it could be one or two I'm forgetting. But yeah, so you get more color options instead of the 12 Pro, where you can only get the blue, the black, and then also the white. So and again, they call space gray, silver, and gold. So those are the 4 colors you get with the iPhone 12 Pro, and then those are the extra colors you get with the iPhone 12 Pro, which are more fun poppy colors, so that might be more to your preference. So in conclusion, guys, the things that are missing from the iPhone 12, in my opinion, just do not warrant the price hike of the iPhone 12 Pro. So I feel like the 12 Pro fits a very niche amount of people. So someone who is very much in love with telephoto cameras, someone who can get the most use out of that LiDAR scanner, someone who might decide to go caseless and want to go with the stainless steel body, and that's about it really. Oh, and also ProRAW. So ProRAW is a new software feature that was introduced with the iPhone 12 series, but it's only available on the 12 Pros and then the 12 Pro Max. So those two are the only 2 devices that actually have that ProRAW software. So it might be worth it if you're really heavily into that camera thing where you might use your phone for professional work. So other than that, I feel like that's the very niche amount of people who may be able to go for the 12 Pro and justify it. But again, for the vast majority of people, you're not going to notice that LiDAR sensor missing. You're not going to notice the difference of that 2 gigabytes of RAM. You're getting the same exact battery size. Telephoto camera, again, just depending on who you are, may not be that important. So as I stated earlier, 12 Pro, stay away from. If you're in between the two, literally just go for the 12. You will not notice a difference, again, unless for those very specific reasons I mentioned a little bit earlier. Thank you for watching, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. And if you did, please hit that like button and the subscribe button. See you in my next one, guys. Peace out.